everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for all of your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. I really appreciate that. Let us chat right in and see what storyline Spirit would like to share with you this morning. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy, what storyline would you like to share with the collective, please? We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. A supportive mother figure. Challenged by the Chariot. A victory or your willpower or something. Something's going on here that she's challenged by your forward momentum. In the subconscious, we've got the King of Cups here. Somebody's using their emotions wisely. They're very balanced. In the recent past, oh, this one popped right out of there. We got victory. Victory, public recognition, promotion, intentions and expectations is the Lovers here, the strength of two together. A deep love in the near future. The Wheel of Fortune. Destiny. The lens that's being looked through is a Five of Swords. So there's abusive relationships. Somebody may have been defeated. In the environment, Seven of Wands. Someone's been defeated. You were holding your own, standing up for yourself against these bullies, against this conflict, this challenge, hopes and fears. Judgment, a rebirth, a new phase. Somebody may be under judgment. And in the outcome, we've got the Ten of Wands reversed, or Ten of Swords reversed, I'm sorry. So it is a recovery. Regeneration. Healing. And a return to innocence. Could be something, somebody might be remembering some kind of illusion or fearful thing, something they're afraid of. They're afraid of this. The truth is out. The Hierophant knows the truth. So it could be that the Most High God knows what they've been doing here, and you know, stuff is happening. For folks. Wholesome. Queen of Pentacles. Wholesome, reliable, providing financially, secure, maternal figure who is wise. Challenged by forward momentum, ancestry. In the reverse, gaining a victory over those who aren't family. They're not family. Over a corrupt family, corrupt ancestry. You've gained a victory over these corrupt ancestors. You're wholesome. You've got the there's a and you've got the King of Cups here. So there's balance and control. Emotions are being used wisely. Change. To instill a change. In the recent past, you've got victory here. So you've got the Chariot in the central energy for corrupt ancestry. So it could be that you've gained a victory over corrupt ancestry. Again, in the recent past, you've got the Six of Wands. So, wow, it's a victory. Ouija board, spirits. You've gained a victory. There may be a recognition over this. The strength of two together. In service. The wheel has turned of destiny. The wheel of destiny has turned for those who shine, or for a shining one. You've got the Five of Swords here. There could be a competition from some bully wanting to win at all costs. They're abusive. Fighting for your pathway. They want to be you. They're dead. They're dead. They're whatever. They're vicious, immoral, no love in them people. In the environment, you're standing up for yourself. You're standing your own. You're maintaining control. They're trying to steal your compass, but you're in control here. Things. You're in control of your things. You're standing up for yourself. You're defending your things. You're persevering. And there's judgment here. Calling judgment. Judgment is happening on this conflict. You're calling judgment on this conflict. And you've got the Ten of Swords reversed here. So there's a recovery and a regeneration for you. And they can't martyr you. They can't martyr you. They're not able to martyr you. Sometimes Spirit says things that are not very nice. So I want to repeat it because it's true. But I try not to cuss. So it's time it's time for you to be seen as important. You're going to be getting an important congratulations. You're seen as important. It's time for you to rise. They weren't able to martyr you. You're healing, you're recovering. They're trying to resist an inevitable end, but they can't martyr you. It's time for you to be recognized as important, to be congratulated. You have survived. They were not able to put out your shine. This chicken is going in the grave. And you there's optimism for justice. Justice regarding these vain people coming at you. There's a promise, a new promise, and you don't have to do anything. You didn't do anything. You survived your arcana. There's a backstory to this and a defense. You were able to defend yourself just by being you in this competition. They were trying to be you. They wanted your life path again. Whoever this is, they're dead. This is the dead wanting to swap places with you. You've gained an victory over this ancestry, this corrupt ancestry, or people who aren't even your ancestors, people who were working for a corrupt ancestry. Queen of Pentacles, wholesome conversation. Maternal instinct. So you have a wealth of nurturing in you. You're a wholesome person. Somebody wants to have a conversation with you. You're challenged by, you're gaining a victory, forward movement, or the forward movement of a corrupt family, a departure. They need to leave. Your challenge is getting this corrupt family to go somewhere, to depart, to leave. To get out of the house. Get out of your house. Your house could be your body. This. Okay, yeah, reflection, dim reflection. These ancestors. They're not your ancestors anymore. You've gained a victory over that. You are leaving them behind. You're leaving this corrupt ancestry behind. They're not your family anymore. You've gained a victory over them. You're with the King of Cups here. You're very balanced and controlled with your heart. And your empathy. You know that through this experience that some people deserve it and some people don't. There is a change here. Irreplaceable being. The way you love can never be changed. You've gained a victory over this Ouija board, or over the spirits, or over, this could be, I really think that whoever this is, these are the living dead. They have no vitality. There's no energy in them. They're the walking dead as far as I'm concerned. This is my subject for today. And you are the shining one. And they're corrupt ancestry, and they were wanting to trade places with you. Like, swap out. You take our death and we'll take your life. And that's kind of the way they do it. They're dead. You've gained a victory over them. They're using witchcraft against you. Trying to swap places with you, trying to corrupt your soul. They want to mend this connection. You got the strength of two together in deep love, in service. It could be that that's the connection that you are in. We've got forgiveness here. The wheel has turned on this destined path for those who shine. Somebody whose values, the values are too different. They're unsatisfied. You're moving forward. The wheel has turned. You're on your shine. You're shining. The wheel has turned. You've got your new destiny here. And those whose values were all about money, they're not happy with their end of the stick. They're not satisfied with their lick. We've got bullies here who were fighting and competing for your life path. For your life. They wanted the spirits or whoever to make you seen as this, so that they could fill your role, steal your path. Third party in the reverse. They were trying to steal the pathway of you who are not a third-party hoe bag. You're not a third-party hoe bag. They wanted to compete for your pathway, but their method of competing for it was by being a third-party hoe bag. They don't want to be seen as that. They want your life path, but in order to get it, they had to be a third-party hoe bag. Isn't that weird? You have protection. You're persevering through this. You're standing up for your own and your things. We got new chapter in the reverse. Huh. They can't steal your new chapter. You're calling judgment on this conflict. Detachment in the reverse. They're hoping they won't be detached. But you've got a Ten of Swords in the reverse. So you've got regeneration, healing, recovery. They weren't able to martyr you. Through self-love. Through self-love. Something they don't have. Even if they were to be able to dress up in your energy, they don't have self-love. They can't maintain it. We got unappreciated. They didn't appreciate you. And you are moving into a very passionate destiny. This is an unexpected outcome. They sabotage their soul tie. And they're guilty and being held back. Because they're reminiscing over the jokes that they had while they were hurting you. And the truth about that is revealed. Everybody's talking about it. And they're confused about these habitual patterns that they'll never change. They're third-party hoes dressing good people up as though they are that and trying to switch places. They're indecisive. They don't know what to do. They're in regret and in disagreement about missing their opportunity for a commitment. They're overwhelmed about your reunion because these prideful people want to escape the shadows that they've been playing in while trying to put you there. And it's just, they played in these spaces and they wanted to stick you there, but you weren't there. You're over here loving yourself, holding your ground, loving the people around you, shining your light, and they're just over here bullying, and they're whoring around trying to steal your life path. This is so weird, man. It's so freaking backwards. And it's like, I don't know. It's just this twisted. Backwards thinking, that rather than become, I don't know, maybe they just can't because they're dead. Maybe they can't become what you are because they don't have any light in them. The only way they can appear as that is if they take yours. And it's short-lived because they can't generate it. They can't manifest more of it. They have to take more of it because they are death. Tempted. A supportive parent, a Queen of Pentacles here, maternal instinct, they're wholesome, wanting to have a conversation with somebody. If you are considering going astray, why not just opt out? Somebody wants to have a conversation. They're trying to tempt this person. We got temptation here. Victory over a corrupt ancestry of low vibrational beings. It could be that they were the ones who were tempted and they couldn't make your life hard, or maybe your life isn't hard. They were tempted by your life. They want to talk to you, or maybe you're having a conversation with those who were tempted and went astray. It could be that you're the Queen of Pentacles here. You're the caring, supportive mother figure, right? You're wholesome and you're having conversations with those who went astray. Your challenge here is the forward movement of corrupt ancestry, low vibrational people. Who had a very easy life at your expense. King of Cups here is very emotionally balanced. So there's a change here. With this, so you're an irreplaceable being. The way you love can never be matched. And then you've got burned here. So you've been hurt before, so it's hard for you to trust. Let someone in and love again. So this King of Cups sees you as irreplaceable, but you've been hurt before, and it's like they're trying to let you get love in again. You got a victory here. There's a connection being mended. You've got a victory over this Ouija board or over this witchcraft or whatever it is. There's a connection being mended here. Life has been a rough road for you. It's been very rocky. You've gained a victory over it. These spirits or this witchcraft made life very hard for you, and you've gained a victory over it, and you're mending. There's a connection being fixed with the Lovers card here. Harmony in service. There's forgiveness. So there's getting over the past. There's a getting over the past. There's a reaching. There may be somebody trying to connect, but love eludes you. Stepping out of your comfort zone will help. So there could be, some issues getting over what has gone on here with these corrupt low vibrational, dead, life-sucking, vampiric ancestry. You got a blind spot here. Somebody got caught up in a whirlwind. They couldn't see what was really going on. They can't see what's really going on. Their values are all about money. They're unsatisfied with what's going on here. The wheel of fortune has turned of destiny for those who shine. This bully was fighting in competition for your life, for your pathway. They wanted to be seen as not a third party, but it could be that you're not a third party. You're not a third party. So because you're not a third party, you were able to stand up for yourself and your things, and they couldn't steal your new chapter. You're not a third party. You're not neglectful. You don't neglect people. They were trying to compete with you for your pathway of proper union, and that isn't neglectful, and they wanted to gain that by being that. That's so strange. You were able to persevere and stand up for yourself and your things. They are not able to steal your new chapter, and they are flighty. You not knowing what they're going to do next causes you anxiety. There may be a little bit of anxiety here for you. You're calling judgment on this conflict. They weren't able to detach you. They weren't able to make you go away with their witchery. They couldn't do it. Their secrets. They got secrets they're not telling. So there's these secrets. They're being detached. Or there's no detachment. There's conflict. No detachment. They weren't able to detach you with their secrets. Whatever secrets they were telling you, they were trying to do this conflict to get you detached, but it didn't work. Their secrets didn't work. They were lying. They weren't telling the whole truth. And so now they have a long way to go before they find what they need. You're in a Ten of Swords reversed. You're regenerating. You're recovering. They weren't able to martyr you because of your self-love, and you're still healing here. Escape. It could be you've escaped, or they need an escape now. Forgiving. Lost. You escaped. Self-love gave you an escape. Somebody wants to escape. There is forgiving. They've lost. That's what it is. So you've got a victory here, and are in a heart mended connection. The strength of two together here in service. You got those. You overcame the witchcraft that made your life very hard, and they want forgiveness, and they're trying to connect to you. And they want forgiveness. They want to escape this. It's like they want to use you. It's like it's becoming so very clear, that it's not just low vibrational people. It's actually death walking. And in order for them to appear alive, they have to feed on the living energy. They have to take it, siphon it, and fill themselves up with it so that they can hide the fact that they're this. It's corrupt ancestry. Doing witchery. On irreplaceable loving beings, or a being, however you want to look at that. Always take these reads on a micro or macro, however it works for you, okay? I tend to read macro just because it works for me. So, surrender. So you've got this Queen of Pentacles here, supporting a wholesome being, having a conversation with those who were tempted and went astray. They need to surrender. She could be telling them to surrender. This is a protective and supportive mother figure. The challenge is the Chariot, moving forward or directing the departure of this crooked, low vibrational ancestry who had an easy life while messing around with you and your love. Courage. It could be that this isn't hard. This victory and forward movement of this corrupt ancestry who is low vibrational. It could be that it's not hard. That there is courage here. There's courageous action being taken here. This Queen of Pentacles is having a conversation with those who were tempted and went astray, and they have to surrender. It's like they gotta get on out of here or something. They're in grief. King of Cups. There's a change here. Irreplaceable beings. You've been hurt before, so it's hard for you to trust. Let someone in and love again. There's a King of Cups here that wants to love you. Wholesome person. It could be that in the subconscious here of those who need to surrender, or those who are being told that they need to surrender because they were tempted and went the wrong way. It could be that they weren't able to get you. They weren't able to become an abundant, limitless being by siphoning your persona, your life force energy, your life force. The force is strong in this one, and they talk about that a lot. The force is strong. So there's people who feast on the life force of the living, and they were not able to get your abundance. You gained a victory over this witchcraft that made your life very hard, and you are in they stripped you of balance. Somebody's life may be rocky now? I mean, maybe somebody else's life is rocky. Or you gained a victory over witchcraft, which made your path rocky and imbalanced. So you overcame imbalance. Strength of two together in service. There's forgiveness here. Somebody wants forgiveness. They're reaching for you. Of course, they're still gaslighting you. Whatever it is that you do in the minor, say like you eat a piece of chocolate, they're going to say you're decadent, I mean, they're going to say all kinds of shit because the dead don't think that the living should have any pleasure. They think that the living should be serving them all of their pleasure. You've got friends that are guilty here. They want forgiveness. They're trying to connect here. They were using the Ouija board against you. You got friendships who are suffering guilt. They want to reach out. Their values are all about money. They're unsatisfied. They got caught up in a whirlwind. The wheel of destiny is turning for those who shine, or for one who shines. And again, forgiveness. They're all big on that forgiveness thing, aren't they? It came out 3 freaking times. Intentions and expectation, forgiveness. The near future, forgiveness. The outgoing, forgiveness. Forgiveness for death is permission to continue siphoning you, turning the other cheek, allowing me to continue feeding, doing all of that. That is forgiveness for them. Forgiveness for those who self-love is release. Releasing that which continuously causes them to be in a cycle of healing, continual healing. You escaped this. They weren't able to martyr you this time. These bullies were fighting for your compass. You're happy. So they wanted you to fight for your compass. You're not a third party. You're not neglectful. You're happy. They wanted all of this. They wanted to be seen as you. They wanted to be seen as somebody who's not a third party, somebody who's not neglectful. And they failed. They failed to steal your pathway. New chapter in the reverse, in the environment. They failed to steal your pathway. You've got protection here. You persevere with this defense. You maintain control and you stand up for yourself and your things. Everything that you are as an abundant, limitless individual here. These ones are flighty. Not knowing what they're going to do may cause a little anxiety. You have empathy here. You see both sides of this situation. They tried to steal your life and replace it with giving you death. You're calling judgment on this conflict. They weren't able to detach you from your life with their secrets. They're facing a long road of no death. So they're dead, but they're not dead. And they're not going to be able to feed on you. I heard them, what was it, last night? Was it last night? I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. So these vampires, they're hungry. Somebody said a while back that Anubis was pissed at the grave robbers. These ones have been stealing life force. They've been messing up the whole freaking, the whole cycle of stuff. They kind of inserted themselves as a parasite mirroring and kind of screwed everything up. They're the living dead, and they're here parasiting off of everybody. But now they're going to have their secrets are like out. There's an attachment. They're calling judgment. There's judgment on the conflict that has been brought by an attachment. They've got something in them or on them. It's a secret. And they have a long road to go of no death. They won't be able to die. They can't die. Can't die. It's never ending. A long road that is never ending. They won't be able to find what they want. A never ending long road. Judgment is being called on the attachment that was bringing conflict. You are healing and recovering, regenerating. They were not able to martyr you because of your self-love. They were trying to use your love as an escape, but it could be that your love was and is an emotional escape for you. Because self-love, when you have emotional damages, and you can go in and love yourself well, then you kind of escape that nasty place that they were trying to put you in. They couldn't martyr you because you went in and you mended your internal wounds, your triggers, your traumas, your habits. And and it's funny when I hear them, after eating a tiny piece of chocolate, they'll say you're decadent. Or if you utilize CBD for any pain rather than some of that other stuff like Tylenol or ibuprofen or whatever that rots your organs, they'll call you an addict. It's just really strange. What was that word that they used? Oh, I can't remember it. But it's just really odd. The dead have really weird perceptions about what the living do to care for themselves. And they feel that it's completely unnecessary because they're dead. And they don't have the life that needs a nurturing. They don't nurture life because they don't have life. They are dead. So when you go out and you give yourself the self-love, you go out and you buy the divine in you, a special chocolate, and you're like, and you let the divine in you enjoy that, then it kind of heals a wound, right? It's like, it's the simple little pleasures that bring joy to the inner divine and say everything is good, everything is fine in this present moment. And it's not extravagant, it's not ugly, it's not over the top. It's simply self-love and a sweet gift, a simple, sweet gift. And what that did was it got you out of this. And they hate you for it. And they want to strip you of it. And they want to condemn you for it. They're in denial and they're in grief. You have escaped and they're in denial and they're in grief. They're upset. They want to pull you back. They don't know what to do. They're worried because you are honest and you serve relationships that are for the higher good with love. They have to accept the things that they cannot change, these envious ones. And I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking about how they're always a thorn, right? These ones, they're a constant thorn. They're always slapping you upside one side and down the other with thorns, right? Thorny, thorny thorns, wanting to cause pain and suffering and uncomfortability. And I was thinking about that, and I'm like, yeah, but you know what? They'll never match the rose, who also has thorns that can slap you up one side and down the other, but this one blooms and flowers and is beautiful. The other one just causes pain and suffering, and it doesn't bring forth anything of value. So I had that kind of thing going through my mind the other night. So they want to make, the rose appear as though it is the thorn, when in fact it's the flower that they hate so much. You're not like us. You've got that flower. How dare you have that flower, And so the flower, doesn't typically go around smacking people with its thorny stem, So this really is the land of the shadow of death. You got dead people walking around pretending that they're alive, and the way that they do that is by siphoning the energy and the vital force out of wholesome, loving people. It's really weird. You got greed here. So those who were tempted and went astray through greed are being told to surrender now by this Queen of Pentacles, on behalf of those who are wholesome, saying stop now. The challenge position has the Chariot, forward movement of a crooked or corrupt ancestry of low vibration. They're not able to make your life hard. You're courageous. You were able to pull through that. You're not giving them any favors. There's no favors. King of Cups wants to make a change, sees you as an irreplaceable person, understands that you've been hurt before, so it's hard for you to trust. These people who were tempted were not able to take you out or steal your abundance. We've got perspective. Somebody may, I'd appreciate your unique perspective on a situation. I value your opinion. So it could be that this person values your perspective. They see you as a irreplaceable being. They're not here to try to strip you of your abundance. You've gained a victory over this witchcraft that made your life rocky and out of balance. You've mended a connection here with love. In the realm of the gods, as far as I know, there's no smoking or drinking or doing any of that, but there are people who masquerade, in these spaces as such while doing atrocious things in the land of the dead. It's really wild. A lot of hypocrisy going on in some of the other realms. And this one. I love you and I only want to add happiness to your life. check in. I want to catch up and make sure everything is going well. So you got the Lovers here, the strength of two together in service. There's forgiveness here. You've got friends who are guilty. They're reaching, trying to connect with you. They want to check in. They want to get in your energy. So, yeah, they want forgiveness here. The Wheel of Destiny has turned, or maybe there is forgiveness between you and whoever it is that you are in connection with. The mended connection with, shining. Those whose values were all about money are unsatisfied. It was a blind spot. Now they need a loan. They need a loan. They are unsatisfied. They didn't get the money they thought they were going to get. They didn't get the abundance. Bullying and thieving. Yeah, dishonesty. Bullying, thieving, abusive relationships, trying to steal your compass, your happy, not third party, not neglectful compass, and they failed. They're a bunch of dishonest little liars. They're not you. Great news. You were able to stand up for yourself and your things. You've got empathy. You see both sides of this story. They're not able to steal your new chapter. They're having anxiety. They don't know what to do about that. This isn't entertaining. This isn't fun. This isn't a joke. You're not messing around. You're not playing. You're very serious. And you're done with this. You're calling judgment on it, on this, whoever, there's an attachment causing all this conflict. Whoever this is, they've got an attachment. It's a secret, and they've got a long road of no death coming up, or a never-ending long road where their needs won't be met. Them and whatever attachment they have. It says, I'm sorry, and obligation. So, obligation. Whatever the attachment they have, they were obligated to do what it was that they did, and they're feeling bad about it maybe, but that doesn't stop anything. This is a good time to mention another vision that I had about this, because it's an attachment that's been bringing conflict. I saw like a space of land, and it was just flat land. There was no growth on it or anything. It was just flat, and on this space, about 6 feet apart, were groups of 4. It looked to be women, the ones that I were focusing on, but there were many groups of 4 that I didn't really check out. So what was going on was they were they were like in a circle, a very tight circle. Like their shoulders were like crunched up onto each other in this tight circle. Like their chests were almost like touching. And between them was this dark blob. And it was squirming, kind of like a octopus or whatever. And it had like tentacles and stuff that were trying to, I don't know, it was strange. And it was like there was a belt around all 4 of the people, and it was cinched up real tight, pulling them all in on this black blob. And I think that's what this attachment is. This attachment that was causing this conflict. It had them obligated to do whatever it was that they were doing, and they have been, and there were many of them in this space, like 6 feet apart. There were like groups of 4 people, and they couldn't go forward and they couldn't go backward. They couldn't go right or left. It's like they were all in this circle and nobody could really lead, and they were just stuck there with this black thing in the middle of them. So they got the Ten of Swords in the reverse. You're recovering, you're regenerating and healing. They could not martyr you because you love yourself, because you heal yourself. Love was an escape for you. You used, see, these ones like to use your love as an escape for them, but you took your love and you poured it into you. You stopped giving it to those people who were hurting you, and you poured it into your inner divine, and it allowed you to escape this martyring attempt. And they're in denial and they're in grief about that. See, they use your love to fuel them, but you used your love to fuel you. And what it got you, I showed you this already, but I'm going to show you again. It got you an escape. You used your love. You said, I'm not going to let you use my love as an escape route from this horrific, terrible circumstance. I'm going to leave you behind, and I'm going to pour this love into myself. And my inner divine, she's going to get sweet chocolates. She's going to have pie for breakfast and for dinner if she wants to. She's going to do just fine. She's going to get everything her heart desires. You know what? And she's not like these others. She doesn't want fancy freaking clothes and fancy freaking cars, a new one every year. And she doesn't care if everybody thinks that she's all that. She's just there, pouring love into herself, pouring love into her environment. The way she loved can never be replaced. Secret. There's something huge I'm dying to share with you. There's something huge I'm dying to share with you. They're dying. They're dead, or there's no death. They're going to be in a constant state of dying. It's like there's a long road of no death, or whatever this means. I don't know what this means, but there's no death, or it's a never-ending long road. There's something that they're dying to share with you. They got to get it off of them. There's an attachment here. They want to come in, they want to check in, they want your forgiveness. This friend is guilty. They're reaching out, trying to connect, but it's because they need a loan. They need assistance, and financial is energy, right? They need your self-love. They need your love. But you still haven't gotten over the past. You're in a safe space. You're feeling positive. You may be assisting somebody with something big, with your gift, in support. And people are envious and they want revenge on you for that. They're yelling about your health. They want to be part of your health. They want to determine whether you be healthy, wealthy, sick, dying. They're yelling. They're insisting on reconnection, and they're unfriendly. They want you sick. They want you suffering. They don't want you pouring your love into yourself. They want you pouring your love into them. They were not able to martyr you because you love yourself. And this business about people siphoning love out of others and leaving them in a pile of just brokenness is over. At least for me. So I hope this brought clarity to something that you already intuitively knew. Be wary. Somebody's in denial. They're in grief, and they want to share something very big, a very big secret attachment with you. They want you to be obligated to forgive them so that they can stick you with this attachment. They may have tried to stick it with you last night because there was some pretty dense and gross energy in the atmosphere that I was picking up on. But I didn't stick because of your self-love and because of your happiness and because of your purity. You're not this, and you're not neglectful. They tried to make you be seen as them, and it didn't work out because you kept pouring your self-love in, and it's very obvious you're not that. It's some of you may be practicing chastity, and that's another thing. Your energy is very pure, very clean. It's not mixed with anybody or anything except maybe your pets. So it's very pure. And they can't be seen as you. They can't switch it off, right? See you on the next one. Bye.